Hello United fans, welcome to your latest Man United news. There's a lot to talk about today. Ralf Rangnick coming out to talk about players that are likely to leave in the summer. There have also been reports of Alex Telles and Fred having tested positive for COVID-19. That means they are going to miss today's game. Nike coming out also to talk about Mason Greenwood and cutting ties with Mason Greenwood. Of course, this was expected, you know. And also there has been a lot in the media and people discussing whether Cristiano Ronaldo will leave or he will stay, and also Man United board talking about, there's a lot of report that United board are planning an overhaul in the summer. So there is quite a lot going on, and this is actually at the back of a very disappointing result in the FA Cup tie. So if you've not subscribed to our channel, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. This is the only way that we get to know if the videos we are making and the reviews that we are doing are actually very good. You can give us some feedback and leave a comment, subscribe to our channel, follow us, make sure you don't miss any video, and we are going to do a video later on today where we do jackpot predictions, and that you can follow. If you are a bettor, you can also get some insight into which team to place your bet on. So let's start with the issue of the board coming out. The news all over the media that the board is planning an overhaul in the summer. It's very interesting because how do you plan an overhaul when you already don't know who your manager will be? The manager might come in and say, I don't want this player, I want this player. And there has been a trend in United where we go for a brand to sell shirts rather than buy a quality midfielder we can develop to become a world class, which has always been the United way. I mean, if you look at the likes of De Gea, the likes of Chicharito, these are players that were bought when they didn't have that brand, that later on developed to have the brand in itself, the likes of, So that is how I believe United should be facing this issue of the summer. We need to know who the manager is, let the manager have an impact on which players he chooses. But it's very interesting the way the business is being done, and that's how United have actually been doing business. They would rather buy an English talent which is overvalued and overrated, and you could see the money we've spent on the likes of Maguire, Sancho, Wan-Bissaka. The amount we've spent is very huge, and because these are English players. So the reports that are coming out, very interesting, but I believe that's where we are going wrong. We need to change our ways of going through that. And then Nike has obviously come out and cut ties with Mason Greenwood. They've said Mason Greenwood is no longer a Nike athlete. I don't want to talk much about that because these are the situation of Mason Greenwood, something that is in the court. He's already suspended. He cannot play for Man United now, for now. But this is a matter in court. I don't want to give more comment about it. Now, the other thing that came out this week, yesterday in the press conference that Ralf Rangnick had, was basically talking about Lingard. He said they have a good relationship, and Lingard knows that he was willing to let him go, until the issue of Mason Greenwood came in. This is actually good. And of course, he came out also saying that, United players need not to be addressing their issues in the public. And people posting on Twitter and social media, they need to go and talk to him in person, which is very good, and it's very good for the squad and the team together, because posting in the social media is actually not a solution to me. I mean, if you have a problem with the manager, you go talk to the manager and air out your problem. Where you see that you're not happy about it, there's always a channel and a process like any other workplace. You would go, put in a complaint. If you're not getting reply, then you look for alternative. As simple as that. So that was very good of Ragnick let them go and talk to him. Let them not be posting in the social media, you know, because that has become very frequent of late at United. But now one of the things also that Ragnick came out to talk about was players who are likely to leave in the summer, and these are players that their contracts are expiring in the summer, the likes of Cavani, Lingard, Pogba, Matic. Ragnick said that he's not sure whether these players will still be at United. You know, it's a very hard situation, so I don't know how they're going to go about it, but most likely we are going to lose 3 or even maybe even all of them, because we're not sure whether Pogba will renew his contract. What about Cavani? He wanted to go in January, he was convinced to stay, so he's likely to go, you know. Jesse Lingard definitely, I believe, will go. Mata has not played so many games, you know, despite him being very good. He's also likely to go, and it will leave actually United squad, and makes it very interesting, because will United go and do an overhaul and buy so many players at once? I don't know, because if you lose all these players, then it means you need to buy 6, 7, you know, 8 players for the squad to genuinely make a genuine case and content in the next season. But how do you go about that? It will be interesting to see what they do, because they never bought anybody in January. I thought January was a good opportunity to get two or three players. You know, they let them blend in the team, so that by the time the summer comes, you don't need to add so many players into the squad. You just buy a few players and your team is good to go. But that is their approach, which it's not so good. Anyway, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, follow us so that you don't miss any of our videos. Now let's talk about Burnley versus Man United. This is a game that we really need to win tonight. There's no excuse for that. Burnley are last in the table. They've only won 1 match out of the 19. You know, we need to make it a back-to-back win in the Premier League. I think it should be the 3rd or 4th win in the Premier League. We need a result, not because of fighting for top 4, but we need to win this game also and maintain our form, and also maintain our competitiveness for top 4. But already Fred is going to lose. It's not going to be there due to COVID. I'm sure Teles is also out with COVID. Sancho and Bruno Fernandes were pulled out. I believe they should have recovered by now. Lindelof is still ill. And so it will be very interesting to see who Ragnick will go for first 11. But I believe he's likely to maintain the team that he picked against Middlesbrough. You know, because definitely De Gea will start. He's likely to start Dalot instead of Wan-Bissaka. Luke Shaw will start, given that Teles is not there. Maguire and Varane will definitely start at the center, because Eric Bale is also out with injury. Midfield, I don't see him picking Matic I don't see him picking Matic over McTominay, because I believe he's going to go with McTominay and Pogba and Bruno in the midfield, and then probably have Sancho, Rashford and Ronaldo still, or maybe Cavani starts and Sancho goes to the bench, or Rashford goes to the bench, or maybe Elanga will start with Sancho or with Rashford. I don't know who your preferred 11 would be, but that's how I believe Ragnick is going to face the Burnley game. So the Burnley game is a game that we really need to win easily without really struggling. But it will be interesting to see how he feels the players, and we want to keep the pace, the momentum, and win this game. Anyway, thank you for watching. Join us later as we discuss prediction, jackpots, Betika, SAT, SportPesa later on today. Thank you very much and enjoy your day, and all the best to Man United.